Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Shadow version of Diablo from NECA. Thanks to them we have another really well done figure at an incredible value. It's $25 to $30 depending on where you get it, and it is just a whole lot of action figure. To the top of the horn things, it's almost 12 inches tall. To the top of the head it's about 9 1/4 to like right around here. So very tall, very big across. A whole lot of detail. The sculpt is just really good. It's incredibly well done. Loaded with articulation also. Tail is fully bendable. Like I mentioned on the other version of Diablo, I don't know how they made the tail so thick and still bend so well. It's a really good job they did there. Tons, like I said, just tons of sculpted detail throughout all of the head, shoulder, I mean just everything. I can't get over how much of a figure you're getting for the price tag. I mean, comparatively speaking, you're getting this for $5 more than a Marvel Legend figure in most cases, and most of the Marvel Legends figures provide almost no sculpted detail, almost no painted detail, and standard articulation, and this figure is loaded with all of those things and additional articulation, so it's really impressive. I love this blue paint scheme. The way they did the shading with the blues and whites looks really good. An example of that would be the mouth. Hopefully it's not just getting washed out. You can see how they have some white in there to make it look like it's glowing actually. Same thing for the eyes. Just really awesome. If you like blue instead of red, then this is the Diablo for you. I would get both personally because they look awesome. But let's go through the articulation really quickly, even though I did it on the other version of Diablo. So the head is a double ball peg, it seems like. Might be single, but you still get pretty good range of motion. It doesn't look up quite that far due to the sculpt. What are you going to do about that? But it does have pretty good range. You can lean it from side to side, pretty much pose it however you want to. The mouth is hinged, as you saw that, so you can close the mouth up or leave it open. I personally like it open. The shoulders have ball hinges. You can see that in there. There's no swivel in there, just where it connects to the torso, so you can rotate the arm forward and back that way. No swivel at the bicep. You do get the swivel here in the elbow though, so you have the hinge and then the swivel like that. We have a hinge here in this wrist and a swivel there. For the little arms, it's a ball peg where it connects to the body. Then we have the hinge and swivel combo at the forearm elbow area. No wrist articulation there though. These guys are double ball pegged, so they can pose around. These shoulder pads can go anywhere you want them to, bring them forward, and it looks pretty cool, I think. The torso is at least a single ball peg. Again, I haven't taken it apart to check, but you pretty much get all the posability you need out of that. It could go a little farther forward to make me happier, but it leans pretty far, especially since you can make it look down. That's just fine, I think. The hips are double ball pegs. Right now I have it on the base, so I'm not going to move them around. But the hips are double ball pegs, so there's a peg in the hip, and then in the groin area, and then in the hip. So you can pretty much spin them around. Of course, this armor plating type stuff is going to get in the way, but what are you going to do? We have a hinge in the knee, and then it'll also swivel. Again, like I said, it's on the base, so I'm not going to bother with it. But it swivels in this part of it, and then the hinge is up there. Same thing down here, only we have the hinge right here, and it swivels on that end. And then the ankle has a hinge and a swivel as well. So plenty of articulation down there. And then lastly, we have some articulation for these. Let's do it on this side. These guys are hinged. Hopefully you can see in there. You can see the hinge there, and then they also rotate around, so you can pose these how you need to make it look cool. So it's just loaded with articulation. It's really only limited by the sculpt, and what are you going to do? You have to have the body parts, so that's okay by me. So it looks awesome. Tons of paint detail, tons of articulation, and then just an incredibly detailed sculpt. Make this figure really impressive and easily worth the price tag. I can't recommend it enough. NECA has thoroughly impressed me, both with these Diablo figures and then with the quarter scale Batman. Just, you're getting so much for the value. I can't get over it. I'm really thoroughly pleased with NECA at this point. So I recommend it, guys. I don't think you're going to be disappointed in these figures at all. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.